Hey everybody, it's me again, Priscilla, and I want to talk about a balance today. Let's talk about balance. Balance. Let's talk about that. Let's tag some people. Let us tag some people. Tag. Let's talk about balance today. Let's talk about balance. Okay, so if I tagged you, it's because I thought I had something to say that you would be interested in hearing. Okay. If I didn't tag you, it doesn't mean that I didn't think you want to hear what I had to say. It's just that those are the people that are on my heart today. So being in balance. So one of the things that that came to me this past week or these last few days is being out of balance. Sometimes being out of balance shows up as frustration, irritation, anger, resentment. And it's really an indication of how out of sync our energy is. So I often get, especially when we have a lot of energetic responses from earth or from spirit, I have a lot of people in my inbox, hey, what's going on? What's going on? Oftentimes when we are out of balance, when our energy is out of balance and we feel it in our emotional body or our physical body, it's our body's way of trying to inform us, hey, you got to do something about this. You have to do something about this. But the thing about balance is when we're out of balance, we don't know how to get back into balance. We don't know how. And so oftentimes we fail to recognize when we are out of balance. First thing we want to do is we want to focus on the emotion or the feeling that we're having out of as we are in the very process of being off kilter or out of sync. We want to focus on that feeling because we don't like it, instead of doing something to get us back into that space of calmness and of being grounded. Your imbalance shows up. And I just mentioned this: frustration, irritation, anger, resentment, depression, and all of the above. So when your emotions get involved, it's really your energetic system telling you, hey, you need to fix this. Let's fix this. You need to do something about it. But because we don't recognize being that we're not in balance, we're trying to fix something that we're not aware of the problem. We just want the feeling to go away. We just want the emotion to go away. We're not really invested in finding these solutions because we're so connected to the feeling or the emotion. So when we look at the energy and the emotion that we're putting into this world, our relationship or our goal, we balance this with what we're allowing ourselves to receive. Did you get that? When because I got my notes here, I'm ready today. So when we look at our energy and we look at the emotions that we're putting into the world, the relationships, and our goals, we have to balance this with what we're allowing ourselves to receive. Oftentimes when we're out of balance, the first thing we do is we project. We project what we're feeling out into the world. Okay, so here's the thing, and this group we know is about psychic development, and one of the things we have to understand about intuitive thought or psychism, intuitiveness, is that when energy comes, psychic comes. Okay, your subconscious comes. Conscious becoming receptive. It's a becoming intuitive or receiving the necessary information for you to put one foot in front of the other is a receptive energy. Okay, so we have to get in a place of stillness to be able to receive and listen to get us back on track and get us in to balance. So our body always want to be in balance, as do our spirit, as do our soul. We're just like the sun balances the moon, and the earth, water, and sky are all in harmony with the sun and the moon. We are to be in balance with our own selves. Okay, so if you're giving more than you are receiving, or you are not receiving enough, or you're receiving it wrong, you may be giving more to restore a perceived balance, a perceived balance state, when you need to focus on, I'm sorry, let me walk that back. When you are giving more than you're receiving, or you're not receiving enough, or you're receiving it wrong, you're going to be in an imbalanced state. Okay, so oftentimes we try to give more. We have to. Oftentimes we try to restore our balance from a imbalanced state. Am I making myself clear here? So when we are frustrated and irritated and in depression and all that other good stuff, we're projecting our energy out. We're not in a receptive mode. So we are trying to balance ourselves. We're trying to balance our energy in an imbalanced state. So the call to action, what I want you to do today, tomorrow, as you think about it, as you watch the replay on this, whatever the situation, the circumstances, the words, whatever it is that is going on that you have put your energy into, that you have given your away, that you basically have given your power away to, I want you to step out of the automatic response, okay? Step out of the automatic response, because we're connected to the emotion and we're connected to the feeling, okay? So step away from the automatic response. Put your power hand over your solar plexus and say that my energy is within me. My energy is within me. My energy is within me. And then I want you to get still and I want you to listen, okay? And become receptive, become intuitive, become aware of what it is your soul wants you to know in this moment. Disconnect yourself from the emotion of the situation, of the feelings, of the words, because we can get so caught up in the emotion of our circumstances instead of connecting with what's important. Connecting, because it's only when we can become aware, it's only when we can become aware of our own energy and call that energy back to ourselves, that we can get into stillness and listen and be receptive and receive that which is our highest good. Okay, so be mindful. Be mindful. Your psychic energy is always receptive. Your intuitive, hey lady, how are you? Your intuitive awareness is always receptive, okay? What your soul wants you to know is always going to be receptive. You don't have to project and you don't have to go looking for it. Okay, you don't have to go looking for why this happened. What's going on with this? Why did this happen? How come they did this? Why? You don't have to go looking for that. Only thing you have to do is get still, because the soul is receptive. Psychic information is moving information. The moving information is what you receive. Okay. And so you ever had those moments when you say, and it just came to me. It just came to me. I had one young lady say, I told God I was just going to sit in this one spot until he gave me directions. So however it is that works for you, the best way that it works for you, get still, get silent, take your power hand, which is your right hand. Well, I won't say your right hand. I'll say your dominant hand, because some people's dominant hand is left. Some people are left-handed. Take your dominant hand. Mine happens to be my right hand, and put it over your solar plexus, and say, my energy is within me. My energy is within me. And whatever situation that you are dealing with that is causing you to be out of balance, get still, get receptive, and listen to your intuitive awareness. And let me know how they work out for you. I'll chat later. Thank you for watching me. Have a good Sunday, people. Bye-bye.